Yo, what is up everybody? My name is Jackson. Today I'm going to talk about Amazon FBA auto campaign, PPC, or pay-per-click. I'm going to kind of touch on it. I'm not an expert at it by any means, but I'm going to give you all some tips and tricks that help me out with my auto campaign on my first product. So without further ado, let's get into it. So I think most of y'all know this, but first off, before you start any PPC, you want to make sure you have a few reviews on your product. Now anybody can go on Amazon and leave a review as long as they spent $50 on their Amazon account. So I suggest when your product goes live, get family or friends to go on there and leave you some vague reviews, some positive reviews, and leave you some 5 stars, because that will help before you start your PPC. Because if you get people that come across your listing from an ad, you want to have at least a few reviews so you seem like you're real, if that makes sense. Then after you get your reviews, I think most of you all know this as well, you want to start an auto campaign. And what an auto campaign is used for most of the time is just to collect data. So the auto campaign is going to run, and I would suggest start at like $10 to $15 a day at a decent bid, and just let that run for, in my opinion, you should do it for 2 to 3 weeks. So why should you do it for 2 to 3 weeks? Well, if you have a more competitive product or not as good of a product, you're not going to get many sales with auto PPC. So it's going to take a lot longer to get sales. So it might be scattered over like 3 or 4 weeks. So you might get a sale here, a sale there. You might get 2 sales here, 1 sale there. You know what I'm saying? So it might go back and forth. So you need to let that run, in my opinion, for 3 to even maybe 4 weeks, because you want to collect as much data as you can if you have a slow product. Now, if you have like a 10K a month product, of course, you'll be able to collect this data a lot quicker because you have a lot more sales. What you can also do though is, if you're running out of budget super quick, what you can do after your first week or so is you can go into your campaign, see which words you're spending the most money on that aren't converting. So if I have like I have this hiking boot right here. If hiking boot, if I'm spending like 10 out of my 15 bucks on that keyword, but I've had no sales, what I want to do is cancel or make that keyword a negative keyword. That way you're not spending money on that word and wasting money because you're getting no sales. So you want to go into your campaign and make all your words that you're having a lot of clicks on but no sales, make all those negative keywords. That way you don't run out of budget, and you can also collect more data from other keywords that Amazon finds. This part really helped me, because my first 2 or 3 days I was running out of my budget from auto campaign really quick. And once I found out how to do my native keywords, I went in there, I made those keywords negative that I was spending all my money on with no sales. And then finally, after a few weeks, I was able to get some good data and find more keywords that were converting. So keywords is a big key point when doing an auto campaign, because you don't want to run a budget and you don't want to waste money, even though it might feel like you're wasting money, even if you do make those words negative. So just to kind of restate again, I know I've kind of been all over the place, but for your auto campaign, first you want to get a few reviews on your belt. Then you want to start your campaign. Start it at 10 to 15 bucks a day, and set it like at a decently priced bid. You don't have to go bid 2 or 3 bucks a click. After you get that set up, let it run a week, 5 to 7 days. Go into your campaign, and you want to see which keyword you're spending a lot of money on. And if you're spending a lot of money on a certain keyword that's got no sales, you want to make that a negative keyword, because you're wasting money on that keyword and you're getting no sales. After you've done that, maybe a week in, you want to let your auto campaign run for, I say, another 2 or 3 weeks, especially if you have a slower moving product, because you want to collect as much data as possible. And then after you've let your auto campaign run for 3 weeks, 2, 3, 4 weeks, however long you think you need, like I said, I suggest longer because I had a slower moving product. Then you can download your search term reports, and you can see which words are converting best. You can take those keywords and make a manual campaign with it, and hopefully that's when stuff starts taking off, because that's when it started taking off better for me. So that's going to be all today, guys. Like I said, I know I was kind of all over the place, but I hope it makes sense. If you have any questions, leave it down below in the comment section. Make sure to subscribe, please. It'll mean the world to me. If you subscribe, just let me know down below, and I'll for sure subscribe back to you if you have a channel. So thank you all very much. I'll see you on next time. Peace out.